Good morning. Sitting out here doing a Saturday morning chat. See if anybody comes in. Drinking coffee. Same cup. Use it every day. Uh, yeah, when you're doing a live, smoking a cigarette too, but when you're doing a live video, you gotta remember to make it interesting for when viewers come and watch the recorded version of the live stream. So sitting there looking at the screen, doing other things, uh, doesn't keep your retention. When people come in to want to check out your channel and they see you do live and they want to check it out, and you're sitting there for a certain amount of time until one person comes in to start the chat, they either will click forward or they click away. So just whenever you start a live, make it interesting. Well, hello, Zach. Good morning. How's things over your way in the Buckeye? I've been up since about 5. I usually get up at 4, but it's Saturday. Get my Lord. Wonder if you can make that truck any louder. But it's cool. How you been doing, Zach? Been getting out and shooting any footage? Really haven't seen much lately. Well, during the week I really don't get a chance to really do much whenever I get off work. Get a few things done around the house, take a shower, get something to eat, and go to bed, do it again. Yeah, it is a beautiful morning. It's a little bit crispy here this morning. Outside, it's probably in the mid 50s, which is a nice change from what we had a couple weeks ago. Just get my day going, get moving. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were going away for a couple weeks. That's cool. I won't get a chance to get out and do any kind of extended uh, trips or anything for until probably maybe somewhere after Thanksgiving toward Christmas. Depends on weather. We work right up to where the when it starts snowing and getting crappy, real crappy. Yeah, that would have been toward the beginning of your trip. You would have had that kind of temperatures. Yeah, being real warm mornings and brutally hot days. Heck, we up this way, there was times we got up into the mid 90s. Outside working in that crap is awful. And then plus my air conditioner in my work truck wasn't working. what do you know? It had to be that whole week. Well, good morning, JV. Glad you can make it. How is things going out your way? I need to shave. Need a haircut too. I was gonna go do some fishing this morning at a buddy's private pond, and I just gonna get the motivation. It was a rough week all week. I started my days every day at 5 in the morning, and usually I don't start my day until 6:30 ish, but and then clocking out at 4 or 5 in the evening. Oh yeah, I could just imagine how the dog was bearing with that. Yeah, he would have been pretty dang hot, especially when you wear a fur coat 365 days a year. Woke up late. I was going to go fishing. Yeah, I was going to also. I got a buddy of mine that has a private pond, and from what he's telling me, that they got some nice bass in there, and some crappie skills, some cats. I was going to give that a shot, but I woke up around 5 this morning, and then I just didn't have the gumption. Well, your dog's 9 years old. Yeah, that's good. At least he's still out and about. Savor those years, and in the next few years, he'll slow down just like the rest of us. Our oldest, she's little. She's only about that big. Yeah, she's slowed down a lot. She's about 12 or 13 now. I don't think she's going to be with us much longer. But we try to uh, keep her eating healthy, and going to go flathead fishing. You going to go this morning? Should have been out there already. But the catfish, they bite almost all the time. They don't. They turn on a lot in the morning, but heck, you can still nail them all day long. I think it's only supposed to be up in the mid 80s today around here, so it won't be too bad. Especially if you get out and get down and out of there before it gets too dang hot. I got a few things I got to do today anyway, so I still working on my mower. I got the spindles off the deck from last weekend and ordered them, and they still haven't come in. I figured they would have been here by yesterday, but I need to mow my lawn. Oh, okay. So you had Mama for 13 years, and you're going to retire him from work from work. Yeah, because he's your assistant dog, right? Oh, okay. So you're going out tonight into tomorrow. That's cool. That's the best time to catfish and night fishing. I haven't done any night fishing yet this year. I need to get out and do some. I might do that tonight. I don't know. I did build a uh, what do they call that? It's a light, for on boats, for when you're out on the lake at night, a pole with a light on it. I built one for the yak. I got a little small 12-volt battery, fit right in the milk crate. And then I'll slip that down into one of the rod holders, and I should have put a switch on it, but I didn't. That's something I could do later. So I'd be able to get out and do some night fishing with a yak. But if I go out on, I mean, even though it's regulation, if I go out on Lake Wilhelm, I mean, yes, there's still boats out there, so you need to have some sort of light. But I don't know if I want to be out there in the dark, floating around like my last video. I'd be out there all night long, stuck on a stump. No one to help. Like, shit. And then later today, I got a couple bass boats I'm going to go look at. Or projects, something I can fix up and work on. I ain't gonna be planning on putting them in the water uh, this year. That's why I'm looking at projects, something that I can work on over the winter time when I'm laid off, and uh, plan on having it out for next year. I even got them up there queued up to where I can show you what they look like. The one is local, but I think he's asking a little too much. I went and looked at it, and it's rough. Uh, and then I would have to go get my boat operator's permit. Pennsylvania requires you to have one. All that crap. But I might upgrade my kayak for next season. I mean, this is a 10-foot that I have, but just to get my feet wet, I figured, yeah, I'd give it a shot and then upgrade from there. I bet you can catch some nice freaking cats and all that in the Missouri River. I bet you that's some good fishing at night. You still waiting on that fuel pump? I used to have a ATV motorcycle repair. I did that for almost 15 years out of my uh, garage and on the side. But I know where you're coming from. I mean, you got to take everything, almost everything and anything off to get to certain shit. But that's a nice quad you got. I'm needing to get one. I want to get one. Uh, I'm either throwing it around. Uh, I need either a quad with a plow, snow plow, because I have a utility trailer and I can to plow driveways. I got to plow my driveway, my granddaughter's, and my mother's. Last year I had to pay to have this done, and no, not no more. Uh, but I'm looking at either a quad with a plow, or I'm looking at a plow truck. Oh, you just ordered it the other day. Oh, okay. I thought you ordered that a while back, like a week ago, or when you posted up about your video about you thinking it needed a fuel pump. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting a quad because that is more. I can during the summer I can still use it, utilize it around the house, get out on the trails, get to certain fishing spots where you ain't gonna drive in. You're gonna drive so far, then you have to walk it because there's about 3 or 4 ponds around here that I want to be able to get into, but you have to hike. The one you're gonna hike 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles to get to it from where you can park at. So quad would definitely be the ticket. Yeah, I could drag it around with the trailer anyways, and when they need plowed. And my granddaughters, I can drive it over there. She's not too far from me, but my mother's, I'll just trailer. And a Can-Am, uh, buddy of mine has one. I can't remember. It's a big one, but I don't know. I've had a couple. I had a Polaris and Arctic Cat, but it definitely has to be the I want 500cc or bigger 4x4 utility rack front and back with the winch. Got to have a winch for the plow. I can always put a plow on. What that fuel pump run you? I just kind of wondering. And get a plow for mine. The brother-in-law had a little salt tank that attaches to the rear, and found a plow kit for 200 used. That's a good deal. Is that what you're saying? That's with the salt spreader on the back and the plow, 200 for both, or is it just the plow? But see, I can't justify using a salt spreader. My driveway is stone and dirt, so all our driveways are, and salt on dirt turns it to a freaking mud and destroys your driveway. There you go, $30. That's a good deal. I was going to say they're probably averaging, $50 or so. It depends on where you go and get it. Then plus shipping. Is that fuel pump on yours? Is it built into the block and mechanical, or is it in the tank electrical? I thought about a UTV. I know where there's one sitting. It's a Polaris, 2-seater with the dump bed back. It's a little ways from here. I seen it just yesterday, matter of fact, where I was delivering it. I mean, it's about an hour drive. Didn't have a price on it. If I did get the number, I might call them or text them and see what they're trying to get out of it. But it looks like it's been sitting there a while in their side yard because grass has grown up all around it. And so if it's been sitting there a while with a for sale sign on it, I bet you they're asking too much for it. Or something is wrong, majorly wrong with it to where it costs too much to repair it. Oh, okay. It came with the quad. Yeah, yeah. They got some honkers going overhead, but the plow arms, they'll go up underneath, and then they usually attach to both sides of the frame with pins, and then the front you'll have a winch to up and down, and then you'll have a pin to pivot the blade left or right, so you don't have to bulldog all the time. I like the buddy of mine. He has his plow is electric swing left and right. That's nice. Okay, yep. I figured it was in the tank because if it's fuel injected, most of 99% of the time, some Polarises that were fuel injected had gravity feed to uh, a vacuum pump, which ran off the pulse of the engine to feed the injectors and etc. But not a great setup. Well, the morning field guide. How are you in this beautiful morning? Yeah, side by side. That'd be cool. I like trail riding, and our trails around here uh, were made back when they used to do the ATV poker run. And we got miles and miles and miles and miles of trails, and they've been beat down over the years by quads and that. I mean, even with a big quad like your Can-Am, it's tight, and to get UTVs on these trails, someone would have to get out there and do some widening in certain areas because of the trees, but or bushwhack new trails, which that should be done anyways. Because over the years, I mean, all the trails are rutted so bad that, I mean, if you got a foot and a half of suspension clearance, you're still bellying up because it's just so rutted. But I've been thinking, like I said, I got a boat that I want to go look at. Uh, let me. I'm going to see if I can bring this up in. Let's see. It's on Marketplace. It's pending, but I do not. Let's see. Yeah, right there it is. This is the one I'm looking at. It's just about 4 miles from me, but I looked it over, and it's pretty dang rough from what he's saying. Uh, but I don't know. Give it a shot and see. Scranton area has great ATV trails. I bet. I mean, being out that way in the country, I bet you they do. We used to have a poker run here that it would go into uh, Mercer County. I think it was Oh, hell. I can't remember how many miles it was. And there goes one of the Amish. We get that all the time around here. Tomorrow will be even worse. I'm going to church. Need to rebuild the deck on my boat, but I figured I'd save for a winter project. Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I was saying. I'm looking at different boats. It's a winter project. I don't want to spend no more than $3,000, but it has to. The engine has to be good. You know, it has to be run, and other things. I mean, I want to be able to work on it. But I heard carpet in these boats can be a pain in the rear. But once you do it, you don't have to touch it for years. But yeah, and then a couple of most of the lakes around here are 20 horsepower maximum. Lake Wilhelm is a can't remember what the horsepower rating is on that. I think, and then there's certain areas there where it's electric motor only, so you can only use a trolling motor. Conneaut Lake is the only lake nearby that you can run any open horsepower. It's unlimited. So I would have to get a small motor and to add on to it. Got yours for a workhorse around the buildings and the homestead. Yeah, that's mostly what I did with mine. I got a utility trailer and another uh, smaller trailer, haul things around and move things and plow the driveway. I use my zero turn to mow with, but they have tow behind brush hogs that you can get for them. They work nice if you're doing like a food plot or got heavy stuff that you need to hog down. But I want to use mine because I need to start making more videos to do with my original attention to the channel, bushcraft, and that would get me out into the woods easier. And I started that base camp a few months ago. And I haven't been out there in over a couple months. That tarp is still there, but I need to get back out there, start doing some more of these survivalist and bushcraft stuff. That would make it easier for me to get around. Plus, there's a cabin. I want to get back into hunting, and the landowner that I got permission to get on has a cabin, and it needs some TLC. And I made a deal with him that where I take and maintain the cabin and around the area and all that, then I can hunt the property and get use of it. So I want to start videoing that. Well, good day, beast fishing. Good morning. Good morning. No, we're just sitting out, drinking coffee, relaxing, thinking about what to get ready for today. Like last weekend. See what everybody's plan is. Smoke a Swisher Sweet. Grape flavor. Swisher Sweet grape. I got some other ones in the house are peach flavor. These things are pretty good. Cheap. Then I got some more fishing gear. I need to stop. I got a habit buying tackle. Then the wife says, "When did you get that?" Oh, I've had that. I need a new fishing rod. I want to get I the longest ones I got are 7 foot medium heavies with a fast action. I want to get like a 7.4 heavy and run I haven't decided either open face or bait caster. Bait casters, I've been playing with mine. I just can't get the hang of it just yet. But I'm looking at strictly running 20-pound test or more, and mostly bass fishing, catfish, and stuff like that. Alrighty, Zach, we will catch you later. Get loaded up and head on out. Hopefully see some more footage come up soon. You have a great day. Be careful. Morning plan is to hang out on the glider on the porch all morning. There you go. I could be sitting on our glider. I just got the wife a glider a month ago. I'll turn this around, show you. Let's see, right there. It's all treated lumber. It's 7 foot long. She loves that thing. We had another one there. It's smaller, older. It's starting to fall apart. I said, "Yep, time for a better one." Damn it, went out. So, what's your plans for today, JV? I know I got a few things I got to get done. I got to change the oil on my Explorer for one. I'm hoping the spindles come in for my mower because I thought they would be here. I ordered them last weekend. I think it was Sunday. They said they shipped them Monday afternoon is when I got the email. So I was hoping to get them by today. I tracked them and it says possibly today. Yeah, I was hoping to get them by Friday, but hopefully today I see them because I need to mow my yard. I did get the front and around the house done, but I got a big side yard, and that's when they went out and starting to get too deep. It's 3 weeks since I've touched that. And then my neighbor, I bought a old John boat trailer from back. It was made probably back in the 50s. For I think it was a 10-foot John boat or a 12-foot John boat. I talked to him last weekend about it. He said he'd sell it to me for $50. He couldn't find the title, so he said, "Just come over and get it." Then I'm thinking of using that to haul my kayak because I'm planning on upgrading next year I want to go to a 12-foot, something wider, and I don't have to fight with putting it up on the damn roof. Nice. Let's see, mine is a vintage metal 7-footer that converts to picnic table. That's cool. I like to see how that. I mean, I've seen it's a glider, but it converts to a picnic table too. That's cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Yeah, it's the time to get your wood stocked. Don't want to be doing any of that when the snow's flying. My buddy that a few years ago needed a hand. So we got 2 or 3 of us together because he lollygagged around all summer. Didn't get enough wood for the winter. So we were out in freaking snow, taking cutting up trees that already dropped and were cured, and hauling them into the house, hauling it down to the house. And what a pain in the ass! But I got some trees I had taken down last year or something. I had a couple taken down in the spring. I got a bunch of logs and stuff that need to be cut up, but I don't burn wood. So I'm just going to throw the word out on Facebook and Marketplace or something. Free wood. You cut up hallway free. Get it out of here. Some of it's maple and cherry, so be good burning wood. The cherry especially, because that's when they did the logging. And there's piles back there and logs that need hacked up. And with my chainsaw, I'd have to take it in to have it serviced. I haven't fired it up in 2 years. This cigar keeps going out. I got a couple trees that need to come down too. Well, good morning, best friend outdoors. How are you today? The backrest is wooden and the lowers unlock in nuts. Yeah, it's heck. There's logs out there that the Amish took them down, but they even cut them up. They're already chunked, and some are already split. If I piled up all the split wood, I bet you'd get pickup truck full. And the chunked logs, you probably get another 2 truckloads. And then the ones that are dropped and not cut up, well, hell, there's 5 or 6 of them back there, 20-footers or so. All in all, you'd probably get a quarter or so out of it. I'm doing good. And I'm having a hell of a time with this cigar. Just keeps going out. Drinking my coffee. Gonna have coffee. Thinking of what I'm gonna do today. I do got to change the oil on my Explorer. I've been putting that off way too long. That's the first time I've done that since I've had the vehicle. I've always, whenever the light comes on, it says service oil change service due soon. I did it, but now it's saying oil change needed, and it's been like that for 2-3 weeks. Just haven't had time. And then I gotta go. I want to go see my mother, so I might go check out that boat. There's a couple other boats I'm looking at. I could check out 2 of them today. Then I'll go see my mother. I haven't seen her in a couple weeks. Got a squirrel yelling at you. Well, good morning. There, Heath. How are you? Hey, I forgot that package. I'm still getting it together. I've been busy, but I am going to try and get that finished up and sent off to you. You'll find out what's in it when you get it. Make a video of it. We got a bunch of little birds buzzing around this morning. Got one raising cane over there. Had some geese go overhead earlier. Just love the outdoors. That's why I'm out on the porch. You working today, Heath, or you got the weekend off? I know you've been working 6 days a week there, partial Saturdays. And then tomorrow, I am going to get out and go fishing early, unless I go tonight. I'd like to do a night fish, but I ain't going to do it on the yak unless I have someone with me. So it might be a bank, fishing from the bank. I might try to talk with my buddy and see about fishing his pond at night. If not, go out tomorrow morning. These cool mornings, I bet you they're biting pretty good. And I'm hoping to get a few things done this weekend. Never know, I might be coming home with a bass boat. The wife would love that. But here, I'll show you the one other boat that I want to get, which is right here. It's a, let's see, it's an 88. Oh, it's a whole trailer only. Yeah, forget that. That's gone. I ain't gonna look at that one. I didn't read the whole thing. Two hours before sundown. Yep. If I go out tonight, I'll be heading out. I'll get out around 7 or so. It gets dark around 9:30 up here, and I'll hang out for about an hour or so afterwards and see what, you know. It all depends. Yeah, you got that right. You don't have no one to contend to. Got a bee buzzing around, but yeah, a lot of things I got to get through Parliament, and Parliament is in the bedroom sleeping. But at the prices I'm looking at, and I tend to it, take care, do a few things to it and all that. I always look for the good deal. You got to get something that if you are going to part ways with it later, you're going to make money on it, or at the very least, break even. It's like my kayak. I got it on sale. It was on sale, and then Memorial Day weekend, they had 15% off, so I even got a break there. And what I've done to it and all that, I could probably turn around right now. I paid for the vest, paddle, and kayak just over $500, and if I turned around right now to sell it the way it's without the outriggers and all that, I could probably get close to 6.5, 7. Daddy Duck is in the house. No, not much. Just sitting around, chatting, seeing what everybody's plan is for today. Me, I'm going to change the oil in the Explorer, and hopefully parts come in for my mower because I need to get my yard done. And then maybe later this evening, I'm going to get out and do some night fish, evening fishing. I was going to go out this morning and fish a private pond a buddy has, but I just don't have the gumption. Been working 12, 14 hours every day all week, and just don't have the gumption this morning. I want to shoot some footage this weekend also. I'm going to do some more. Like I said, I need to do some more for my bushcraft survival stuff. I'm going to try and stay in the lines right now because trapping season's starting to come up, and fishing is still going. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a couple setups, some survival trap like the figure 4, deadfall, and try some the automatic fishing. You use like a sapling and you bend it over and you have a trigger. So when the fish takes the bait, it sets a trigger off, sets a hook. I'm going to try something like that. And it's like, Heath, are you planning on, you working today? I think I asked you that earlier. get out and do some. Get out of the house. If you're not working, go do some. Do some videoing. Like to see some more stuff on your channel. Daddy Duck, you're hanging out in the hotels. Out there doing your thing. That would be, for me, that'd be boring. I know one other thing I can do is adjust my outriggers. I need to get them to where I can use them. But I think if I would have had them on, if you watched my last the collab video with Boxy, if I would have used them that day, I may have been able to get off myself because I could have leaned further and shake the kayak side to side more and maybe have gotten off myself. But if not, then it would have hampered my rescue effort from Boxy to get off the thing. I don't know, but at work right now, heading home tomorrow. Well, cool. How far are you from the house? Gonna be a little bit of a drive, huh? That's the name of the game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get hold of the granddaughter too. When I go see my mother, I'll get hold of her. I need to get a haircut, and trimmed up. Mustache is getting bushy. Haven't touched all week. 4-hour drive. Wow. Yep. Okay, Daddy Duck, you get back to what you got to do. I know how that is. And have a safe trip back toward the house. Be safe. Watch out for the other idiots out driving. I get that all week long. Yesterday I was hauling out of near Katanning, Pennsylvania. I come across I'm hauling 8-inch cubes of 8-inch concrete block, and I had 9 cubes. Each cube has 92 block in each cube, and I was hauling 9 cubes. I had a total 37,400 pounds on the deck, and then plus the weight of the truck. And I go across 422 and up Route 38, and I was heading toward Clarion. And I had a car decide, I need to be in front of the big truck coming down the road. Pulls out in front of me. I'm standing on the binders, and then they take off, and we get back up to running speed. And I'm a little ways behind, back now because of the hills. Just for the car to go down the road in less than a mile, to slow down and wait on traffic to come the other way so they can make a left into the gas station. And there's nobody behind me. It's like, well, Yep, got to be in front of the big truck, but can't wait 5 seconds to pull out behind them because I'm only going down the road a mile. Freaking idiots. They don't know how close they came to dying. I mean, I was standing on the binders. I was yelling, whoa, whoa, down, slow down. I should have got my dash cam footage. Yeah, I should have got that. I still can, though. It's on the memory card. But people, they just don't care. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I have a couple other boats I want to look at. Show you guys. Chrome tab, 83. This is the other one I'm looking at. It's an 83, 16 foot. What gets me is funny. Great heat and AC. Okay. Trying to figure out what they mean by that. But that's one I am looking at. And then here is the other. Let me get to it. This is one I've been really eyeballing pretty regularly, and it's over in Salzburg, PA, so it's not too far away. They posted it a day ago. 16 foot with a 50 horsepower Mercury. It does have some new stuff. Has the tank, battery, water pump, carpet on the sides and front, but he needs to put. I was looking at it, and he needs to finish the floor. Needs seat, steering cable, choke, which is nothing. 2 live wells, pumps work good. Just don't have time to finish. Boat is registered due to age. I don't know what he means by that, but don't seem like too bad of a deal. Front and back seats. See, you can needs the floor done, the seat put in, which I could do over the winter as long as the motor is in good shape. I can get a trolling engine. So I am looking at that. Yeah, you might as well do your laundry while since you. My wife she does laundry every day. She's retired and health wise not in the greatest, but she does keep the house clean and the housework, what she can do. Yeah, I like that one. It's an 83 Rinker. And for that price, I mean, it was, let me go back to it, $1,400. I might shoot him a shoot them a message and see if I can get some more pictures and a little bit more info on it. Because we got plenty of lakes around here. Palmatuming, it's 20 horsepower max. Conneaut Lake, which is the nearest one, well, except for Lake Wilhelm. Conneaut Lake, it's unlimited horsepower. Wilmington, Lake Wilhelm is, I think it's 9.9. Then there's Woodcock. It's 20. Edinburgh Lake, I think it's unlimited. There's so many lakes right around my area. Like Lake Arthur, it's 45-minute drive from here. But I would just have to sell off that engine. That, or somehow see if I can rig up a smaller engine for these other lakes. Have both engines on there, plus a trolling motor. That's a plus too. A lot of these boats they're selling around here come with the trolling motor, batteries, and some of these trolling motors nowadays. The one I was watching a video, a guy put on his kayak. I can't remember the name of the making, but it has GPS in it, and whenever you click the little anchor button on it to where it'll keep you in position, you don't have to do nothing. No foot pedal to it. Well, there's a foot pedal, but you don't have to touch it. It'll just sit there and keep you in position because it's using GPS. But those trolling motors are running anywhere from $1,700 to $2,000 just for it. It's like, yeah. Yeah, but see, I live so close to Lake Erie. From my place, hooked up from the time I leave here, I could be hitting the boat launch up there at Presque Isle in 45 minutes. And on Lake Erie, I mean, you ain't gonna go out deep in a 16-footer. You're gonna stay in the bays and along the edge, but especially fishing. But if you want to get out deeper, you got to go bigger out on Lake Erie. You got to go 18-footer at the least. And I wouldn't even trust that. I'd go 20 or more, but I don't need something that big. Especially, I'm inshore fishing. Lake Erie would be the biggest body of water that I'd ever be on. I don't ever see myself getting out on the ocean, so I don't need nothing huge. But yeah, small boat. I was even looking at John boats, V-bottom Johns, 16-footer. I want to go no less than 16-footer. So that's still an option also. But I find that around here that the John boats, even with the V-bottom or flat bottoms, they want just as much or more for them as you can go buy a bass boat, a used bass boat, like what I'm looking at. I think it's because they're smaller, lighter. I ain't sure. Probably get into areas that you can't with the bass boat. What kind of boat do you have, JV? Yeah, and if I go, you go with electric motor, trolling engine, or you definitely want something with higher in the thrust, like a 50, 60-pound thrust, move you around, especially a bass boat because they're heavier. Yeah, we don't have no wake lakes around here, but they got no wake zones. And if you watched one of my videos when I was out on Palmatuming, these guys, they'll go blasting by you full tilt if you're on a kayak or even a canoe, something that lines. They don't care. Been out in Barget for fluke. Yeah, I've only been off sea fishing once. That was back when my uh, stepdaughter got married. That's before me and the wife got married. And all the guys that were in the wedding party went out uh, sea bass fishing. That was a good time. Talk about sea bass. Got some good eating. We all limited out and took our, they flayed them all up and bagged them up and put them on ice before you even, while you're fishing, you don't even have to touch them. All you can do is grab your bags before you leave and you're done, go home. That was a good time. I'd like to try that again. Need to get hold of some of these guys. If it's over the winter, I think I hear a turkey. That's just down the road. But sure sounds like one. I don't know. But it would have to be during the winter, and I would have to head south to where you can get out and do some fishing. I swear that's turkey. Got two boats. One's a 16-foot flat bottom John boat, 17-foot fiberglass with 80 horse Merc mosquito, and a nice. It's a fiberglass flat bottom, or is that a V-hull? 80 horse Merc. That'll make it move. Yeah. Just you talking about them that makes me, yep, I'm getting one. I'll just have to, I always said, you know, you were saying earlier it's nice to be single, but you can bring home whatever you want. But I always say it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. So if it shows up out front, hey, already done and over with. Just have to listen, contend with the griping and for the next week or so, and then all done. Salmon charters out of Mexico Bay, Lake Ontario. That sounds like a good time. It's a U-Haul. U-Haul. Never heard of that. That sounds like it'd be a good time. field guide. Get out there. I'll have to look that up, where Mexico Bay is. See, with me, I mean, we do get 1 week paid vacation through the summer, but this year I used most of it up because of the wife's health issue and stuff like that. So now I got to wait till we shut down for the winter, take layoff. I'm the lead block truck driver. There's 3 of us, so I get first dibs if I want to stay and work all winter, which is cut your hours just drop. I've been putting in average 55, 60 a week, and during the winter that would drop to better than half, so it dropped down to 25, 30 tops. And is it worth me contending with unemployment, because you only work so many hours before it affects your unemployment, and then it cuts into it, you don't make as much if you worked. And I get full blown full unemployment when I am laid off, so I get first dibs if I want to work or not. And if I want to work, then the lowest guy on the totem pole gets laid off. If I don't want to work, then it goes to the second driver, because they only keep one on during the winter. But last winter I got, well, I would have had 3.5, almost 4 months of layoff, but with COVID coming in, and that kept us down longer than usual, so it would have been only 2.5, 3 months is what we would have got. But during that time, I told the wife, I sat here and said, why don't we go somewhere? Go do shit. Get the hell out of Dodge. Get out of the snow. Go south. Got 2 months or so. Yeah, I'll head south. I'll go down there with Shiner. Go down there and have Shiner guy take me out fishing. Bring Flo a tutu. If you know what I mean. Like this last stream when he was out fishing, lost his iPad. I said next time he goes out, he needed to catch so many fish, like 15, 20 again, whatever. But then he has to be in a tutu coconut bra with a tiara and fuzzy slippers. You could just see what the Fish Commission would say when he come home. What do you mean it's a U-Haul, JB? What do you mean by that? Is that the name of the boat? Too bad he can't post up photos. I mean, if you shot me a message on Facebook, I could bring it up, take a look at it. But just kind of wondering. So that sounds pretty nice boat, 17-foot fiberglass. Sounds like a good rig. Is that the one that you said you were redoing the carpet? My boy has 2 boats. One is out here in the side yard. It's a piece of crap. But I don't even know why he has it. He just needs to get rid of it. I think he got it for the trailer. But the other one he has is over at my granddaughter's in the garage, and he's redoing that. we redid the seats and part of the floor, and just about finished up with it. And I told him, he says, need to get it on the water before the season's over. But it's just a regular boat. It's not a bass boat. You can fish out of it. I think it's a Mastercraft or something. I can't remember. It's just a boat. Yeah, I'd like to check to see what you mean by U-Haul. Only thing I know is U-Haul is trucks and trailers that they rent. Got the 16, traded for a rifle. I didn't see that. That's cool. Yeah, I got to get that boat trailer from my neighbor. He wants me to get it out of there this weekend. I could just run back there with I could take the mower back there and drag it out of there. The 16-foot needs a full new deck, going aluminum. Ain't that? Or are you gonna carpet that? That'd be hot. But I know that's the flat bottom. I see what you mean. So the deck out on the nose. I'm trying to picture the boat. Do you watch Hook, Line, and Chill? Is that the type of John that you got? Is it kind of like that? I don't know if you watch it or not, but that's a nice little flat bottom John that he uses. It all depends on the deal, I find. There was one, but I got to hunt for it. There was one guy selling a boat. I don't know if he knew what he had. 17-foot needs new water pump. Oh, okay. It will be carpeted. Needs a new water pump in the motor. Or bilge pump, you mean? I think I know what boat you're talking about. I've seen videos couple ago. You were going fishing and you had you were going through your gear. I think I know which one you're talking about. Too early in the morning. I'm just waking up. Come on. Not enough coffee. Yeah, I might go that route. If I was closer, I'd buy one off you. Go do some fishing. Buddy of mine was talking to go get a pontoon. I said, no. Party barge. I'd only be able to use it on Palmatoom and Connet Lake, Edinburgh Lake. Yeah. $36-inch floor. Oh Oh yeah, more room the better. But if you were going to go, okay. Okay. Yep. I know which one you're talking about then. But if you're going to a 48, it would be longer, wouldn't it? The boat, or it's just how the layout is. There's a hummingbird just buzzed in my head. Yeah, I need to get back out. This is making me want to go fishing. But I got to get things done. Mama got mad at me last weekend because I went fishing. Didn't do nothing around the house. Yeah, if I would have been smart, my neighbor, the one I got that trailer off of, that John boat trailer, what was it? About a month ago, he sold his John boat and trailer, and I didn't realize he had one. If I would have known, I would have been all over it. Yeah. Sun's starting to glare on my screen. Boy, it's dusty. Can't read it. But I need to get back out and do some more fishing. I need to get some. I'm gonna wipe the screen down, guys, so don't be able to see it. I didn't realize how much dust is on it. Do a better job later. But I need to get it back out and shoot some more footage. I need to get some more videos up. That's why I'm attempting these live streams. Try to get that view time up. I'd like to hook up with another YouTuber and do another collab. Don't matter if we're out doing some bushcraft, camping. I want to do an overnighter. I want to get one in before it gets too nasty and too cold out, especially overnight. This whole body just can't handle the cold weather anymore. Especially in the mornings when it's cold, the joints just don't like it. I wanted to do a kayak overnighter. I go, wow, that sun's just starting to peek over the trees, brightening everything up. I'm gonna move. So, oh, there we go. That's a little better. Just change my seating area. Yeah, that's more better. Yeah, I agree with you, JV. That's my next. When I upgrade, I'm going to upgrade kayak over the winter. I'm going to keep this one in case somebody wants to go out, and at least I got something. But that's what I want to do. I want to go to a kayak that's wider, longer. I like to get a 13 or so stand up. It don't need to be a pedal drive or anything like that. No, I don't. The lakes I fish, I don't need to get from point A to point B real fast. But yeah, I like to be able to stand up. I don't know. I'm going to have to start doing some research on which ones to really look into. And then it's got to be used. Because I can guarantee those brand new yak stand up would be $1,000 or better. I'm a cheap bastard. And then some of these guys are putting trolling motors on their kayaks, which I'm kind of wondering how that goes. How does that work? I understand the concept of putting it on and all that, but with Pennsylvania, wouldn't that be considered a motorized boat compared to a man-powered? Because you got to get the mooring permit sticker on the boat, and to get on the lakes. But would they consider that as a motorized boat? And right now, I don't need to have a boat operator's permit because it's on motorized. In Pennsylvania, I don't know. I have to look into that. Kind of make you wonder. Well, morning, Huntsman. Got a Sun Dolphin 12. Lifetime Yukon. Yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna upgrade. I'll be looking into it. So how are you this morning, Steve? You working today? I just come in here to see what everybody's up to and what their plans are for today. Just doing some morning coffee chat. We got into talking fishing. I've been looking at bass boats. Then we started talking about upgrading. I want to upgrade kayak for next year. I want something that's more stable, longer. I don't know if I'll try standing, but first time I try it, I probably wind up going swimming. There goes the neighbor in the tractor, heading over to his field, get some hay. I missed your live last night, Steve. I think it was last night or the night before. Can't remember. During the week, I don't. It comes to be around 9:30. I'm belly up. I got to get up at I get up at 4 and at work by 5, and if not earlier. Yesterday I was up at 3:30 and at work by 3:45, rolling by 4. Didn't punch out till 4. Oh. Alrighty, JV, you have yourself a good one. Be careful cutting those trees. They can be dangerous. Well, I've been at it for about an hour and a half. I don't know. Try to get as much time as I can in here. I tried posting it out on Facebook. I'm jumping over there. I can't see the live stream page right now, but jumped over there to see if I can share it out. But well, what's your plans for today? Anybody? See, there's 3. It says 3 in here. Zach was in there earlier. He had to take off. JV just took off. He was in here. I don't know if he just jumped in for a little bit. Who's still lurking? But I got to get ready myself. I want to get a couple things done. I want to shoot some video this weekend. It'll probably be tomorrow. I like to try and shoot enough to where I can make at least 2 or 3 videos and get them queued up, so that gives me a little bit of leeway on having to shoot video because I only get the weekends. And I like to try to get my watch time up. That's why doing lives would definitely help out. Get some more people in here. And try and share this out. Don't want to beat up my bandwidth. Then it would just drop like a stone, bump me off. My bandwidth blows out this way anyways. I'm going to the stream on YouTube right now. Copy the, whoops. There we go. Let's see how that works. I don't know if it's going to do anything or not. I'd like to try to get another 25 minutes or so. That'd be a couple hours worth of streaming. You still in here, Huntsman? Just like to. I'm gonna go back and check out your streams. I haven't been on Twitch. I do have an account there, but I just don't get time during the week after work. And then the live streams, everybody throws up during the evenings. I don't. It's like last night. I could have stayed up and watched a few, but I did catch Rattletrap this morning. He was streaming half the night. It was like, okay, what? I caught him toward the end. Then I was going to go fishing at a buddy's private pond. And then I decided not to. I just didn't get the motivation. Beat myself up during the week and trying to recover on the weekend. I'm looking at on memories. A buddy of mine posted up. I'll have to share that with you. This was crazy. I don't know if anybody shows still one in here, but you always view it later. Years ago, when I was into, I'm still into it, but going to motorcycle rallies down in Morgantown, West Virginia. They have the one that's called Mountain Fest. Started going to that one. They had the very first one, and I haven't been there in the last couple years. But they used to have vintage motorcycle races. And that's what I'm into, vintage bikes. And they had just for us guys. There was 3 of us. We built motorcycle with side hack, which is a sidecar racing side hack, and they had a course downtown Morgantown down by the Wharf District that we would race, and had turns and straightaways and all that, and they would race vintage. I mean, they got into the old bikes. Old Harleys and Indians and on off roads, and it was kind of cool. But this is John. This is John Sherritt. He lives up in Massachusetts. This is back in 2007. Vintage bike races. This is 646. This is the bike with a side height. This is John. And I'm thinking this is Arlo. Greg Adsit, a friend of ours, as the monkey. They were going into a left-hand turn, and when you go into a left hand, you got to lean out to counterweight. And if you go into a right-hand turn, he would climb up and hang over the back of the bike, and 90% of the time, the hack wheel would come off the ground. And we did that. I'd have to bring up some more pictures of that. But we did that 4 or 5 years in a row until they stopped doing the vintage bike races because of insurance purposes. I raced the side hack, plus I had one race I had a Honda Hawk that I built into a cafe racer, and I raced that. And coming off the straightaway into turn one, you go from asphalt to brick, which was in the corners. There's decorative reasons. But going into a 90-degree turn from asphalt to brick, and you're leaning, and I had a kick out. The rear tire kicked out. I laid the bike down, put it into the curb, launched the bike up, and launched me. There was a chain link fence about 5 feet off the edge of the curb. Launched me into that fence, and that bike landed underneath my feet, and I'm hanging off this fence, which was about 8 feet tall, because I knew that bike was following me. The only wreck that we ever had, 5 years. We had guys pull wheel stands and flip it, and oh, it was a fun time. Yeah, it was cool. That was back in the day. That was back when young and dumb. Like I said, I think that was back in 2007. Let me go back. Yeah, so we're talking 13 years ago. That's back when I was in my mid-40s and still full of piss and vinegar. Yeah, we had a great time down there. I need to get back down there sometime. With this COVID, they probably didn't even have it this year. I don't know. But yeah, I used to hit all the bike rallies. I've been Sturgis and Daytona and Laconia. And that side hack, I had a Yamaha 400 that I built. That was our side hack, and we even took it up into Massachusetts, and well, we wanted to 1 year. They up in Massachusetts, they do ice racing. We set it up. We put the spikes in the tires and all that, but we never did make it up there. But the last year we raced down there in Morgantown doing that race, we blew the motor up in it. But I tell you what, when motorcycle engine's about ready to go, it runs the best, or it runs freaking just never ran better than it puked. But we put another motor in the very next over the winter, and still raced it next season. And that was the last season that we ever raced. I still have it. It's sitting out there in the shed. I ought to bring it out and fire it up and play with it, but probably kill myself. The bones don't heal like they used to. And I was in the racing snowmobiles during the winter. I used to race circle track. I've been up into Upper Michigan, heydays, and didn't race there, but did a few oval track races upstate New York, and that was back in the day. That was back when I was 4. Just don't have the time and the funds nowadays to do it. But and I still got my it's my buddies. Me and a buddy of mine built it. It's a 1968 Triumph 500 Tiger. We built a hardtail bobber out of it, and it's been sitting in the garage. I ought to pull that out. It has been fired and ran in 2 seasons. Need to get it out. But I guess I'm the caretaker of it, because Jim, he really don't have the room to store it. But yeah, that was back in the day. That was fun. Well, I am gonna get out of here. Coffee's starting to work on me, and it's time to get things done. So, you all have a great day, and we will catch you on the next one. See you all later.